Hi you guys, it's me, the random Melanie, and I thought I would come back by doing this video first because this topic actually affected me a lot this year so far. So I thought I'll just share it with you guys, and maybe my experience would help somebody with their experience. So back in January, I was working at this plant, you can say, and I would start, like, out of nowhere, I just started getting tired. Like, I would be exhausted. I'm just like, why am I so tired? Like, I couldn't sleep at night. Like, nothing was working at all. So one day I was on our way to work, and my husband's friend was staying with us at the time, and me and him worked at the same place. So we was on our way to work. I'm just like, dang, I'm so exhausted. I'm so tired. He's talking about something. Uh-oh, are we expecting something? I'm like, what? No. Like, no. Pregnancy was not on my mind at all whatsoever. But after he said it, I'm just like, dang, I have been really tired lately. Like, could I be? Nah, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Like, the whole time I'm at work, I'm sitting here thinking about the shit. Like, could I be pregnant? So when I got off, I waited until the morning when I went to go grocery shopping. I was like, let me just grab a test just to see. I ain't tell my husband or anything. I just was like, let me just grab a test just to see. So I grabbed the test, and I came home. I still hid it and everything. Like, he never knew I had the test. He was still asleep when I got back from the grocery store. So I sit here and grabbed the test or whatever like that. And I went to the bathroom. I took it, and it was positive. So I'm like, babe, come here. Like, babe, come here. I need to tell you something. Come here, I need to show you something. What? Just come in the bathroom. Come here. So I sit here and showed him the test, and he looked at me. I looked at him. like, yeah, it's real. It's real. Like, so found out I was pregnant. So February the 20th is when I had my first ultrasound, and I was, I want to say I was 6 weeks, about 6 weeks, yeah, 6 weeks. And so everything was normal, seeing the baby and everything like that. Everything was fine. I started, taking my vitamins and everything like that. So a whole month goes by. I'm still pregnant and everything. So I went to my, no, it's before I even had my appointment. I was supposed to have my next appointment March the 20th. So around about a week before, I started, spotting. I'm like, spotting is usually normal at the beginning of your pregnancy and stuff like that. So I started spotting, and I didn't pay it no mind. But then I started like cramping a little after. I'm like, okay. I started getting a little worried. This was like 2 days after my spotting. I started cramping. I started getting a little worried, but my husband's like, no, just don't think negative about it. Just give it some time. I'm like, okay. But me, I like to sit here and I Google everything. And I know that's bad. But I Google everything. Like, I need to know what's going on with me, okay? Like, I Google everything. But I'm sitting here Googling stuff, and I'm just like, okay, signs of miscarriage. So I'm looking at something like, ooh, like, I don't know. So like, it just started, my days go on, and my cramp is just getting worse and worse and worse. So I was like, look, I need to sit here and I need to go get checked out. Like, I need to go. And this was 2 days before my my appointment. So it was the 18th. Excuse me. It was the 18th. So 18th, I woke up. I was supposed to go to work that day. No, matter of fact, I had stopped working by then. I lied. I had stopped working by then. But I got up, like, I'm like, dang, I'm so, like, I'm in pain. Like, this, I can't do it anymore. Like, I was trying to wait out until my appointment on the 20th, but I couldn't even, like, I tried to call to see if I could get in earlier, and they were all booked. Like, she was like, if it's, you know, saying you're cramping that bad, then go ahead and go to the emergency room. So that's what I did, and me, my husband, my daughter, we went to the emergency room, and from there, things just got worse. Like, my cramping was like 20 times worse than just a period cramp. Like, it was horrible. Like, this is the worst pain I think I've ever felt. Like, even giving birth to my daughter didn't have no comparison to how bad I was cramping that day. Like, so, like, they tried to give me something. Like, I knew in my mind, I already knew, like, okay, this is a miscarriage. Like, I didn't lost my child. Like, but I was still trying to sit here and think positive about it. Like, maybe I got, you know what I'm saying, like an infection, or like a, you know what I'm saying, bacterial infection. Because, you know, those happen a lot, like when you're pregnant. Just about all the extra moisture in your body and everything like that. But I'm like, okay, just trying to think positive about it, trying to think positive. But it just, like, and then, like, they wanted to do, like, an ultrasound and everything like that. And so, like, after a while, like, I'm in there in pain and everything. They can't really give me nothing because, you know, like, when you're pregnant, you barely can take anything. Barely. So, like, I'm sitting there, like, trying to take the pain. And then, like, finally the doctor came in there and told me that I had a miscarriage. I told myself I was gonna cry. I'm a pussy at this, so I cried everything. But, okay, he told me I had a miscarriage. And it truly devastated me. Woo! Like, it's like I had a feeling, but when he actually said the words, it's like it just made it reality. Like me and my husband was devastated. Like don't get me wrong, this pregnancy was not planned at all, but you know, any time you're blessed with a child is a blessing. Like, no matter what you're going through, having a child is truly a blessing. And I was just devastated because now we're not gonna be able to meet our child. Sorry, I keep looking away because I'm nervous. Like, talking about this, like, I've been wanting to have do this video for a while, but it's hard to talk about it because honestly, like, my child wasn't fully developed. Like, my child had stopped developing after my last appointment. So my child, I was supposed to be 11 to 12 weeks, and the baby was only about 6 or 7 weeks. So, like, if the baby would have still been, you know what I'm saying, born and developing everything, my baby would have had serious health problems. But it's just the fact that, you know, I think I truly went into a depression after having my miscarriage. Like, I just wanted, like, with me, like, I didn't want to sit here. Like, I tried to start working. I was working for a good, like, April until, I want to say, recently, because for one, I don't know, like, my depression kind of took in a toll, but then also, like, we was having trouble with a babysitter as well. But, like, depression really took over me. Like, I didn't want to really do anything. I didn't want to sit here and like do a video. I didn't want to sit here and be bothered. Like, my husband was really trying his hardest to sit here and be there for me, but, like, I wouldn't open up. Like, I wouldn't tell him how I was feeling or what was wrong. and deep down I knew something was wrong, but then I never know exactly what's wrong. Like, it was just, I don't know, I didn't feel pretty. Like, I felt depressed about, like, not being able to sit here and see a child grow up. Like, I literally, like, I had a whole human inside of me, like, and I would never be able to sit here and actually give that human a great life that I know we could have given them, you know? And I still didn't, like, we didn't even know, like, what I was having or anything like that. Like, it was like, boom, it was gone in the blink of an eye. Like, everything was gone in the blink of an eye. But honestly, like, I've been the last few weeks, last month, like, I've been really trying to find myself again. Like, I know depression is a real serious thing. Like, people like to joke about it and like to use it as an excuse, but it's a serious, topic. Like, and I realized, like, I truly needed help. Like, I don't know, like, my depression, I feel like I've been dealing with depression for a while, but it's like seasonal, if that makes sense. Like, my depression don't hit until, like, either I'm going through something or, like, randomly, like, I just get depressed out of nowhere. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I can be fine one minute, and then next something happens, and I'm just like, I don't want to deal with this. Like, and my husband like, what's wrong? I'm like, I don't know. Because I truly don't be knowing, like, what's wrong with me. Like, it's just out of nowhere, I just get depressed. And, like, with the miscarriage, it was like, I had to try to think positive about it. Like, everything happens for a reason. And I feel like in God's mind, it was not our timing to have another child. And that's how I have to see it. Like, God would give us another chance, and I will give birth to another child, and everything will be fine. It'll be a healthy baby, and everything will be perfectly fine. And when it comes to a miscarriage, I like to build all my emotion up inside, and that's where it hurts me the most. Like, if you're really going through something, talk to somebody. Like, if you can't talk to somebody, write your feelings down. I'm real big on writing my feelings down because I suck at opening up. I suck at it. So, like, when I was, like, a few years ago, I used to sit here and I started journaling. Like, I started writing down my feelings, and honestly, it helps so much. Like, it really helps a lot. Like, writing down your feelings is like releasing, how you feel without having to sit here and say it to somebody else. You're saying it to yourself. Like, you're just writing everything down that you feel, and you able to actually let everything out. Everything. Like, and that's what I love about right now, my feelings and everything like that. But back to the miscarriage, if you ever experience something like this, just don't let it stop you from continuing on and doing what you can to have a better life. Like, I had to come back to reality because I do have a 1.5-year-old, and then I do have a husband. So I have to sit here and reevaluate, you know what I mean, my life. Like, I need to still do everything I can for my daughter. and I still have to do everything I can to be a wife to my husband, no matter what. But it's just, you have to really come back to life. Like, you will never, ever forget about that child, ever. But you know that child is in a better place. It's up there with the God that you serve, well, that I know that I serve, and everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. But I ain't gonna drag this video out too long. I just wanna, share my experience and what we've been dealing with, me and my husband, for since January. And we making the things happen. We really are doing our best to make a better life for us and for our daughter. So, but I would like for you to share, comment, and subscribe to my page for more videos. I promise I will try to push these videos out as much as I can. But I like sharing stories like this because my story can help somebody else's story. But till then, back in the store if you want it. I gave them the drill, they set it up, I got them on it. I bought a new Paddock, I had the white, so I two-toned them. Taking these drugs, I'm gonna be up until the morning. That ain't your car, you just a Lisa, you don't own.